Hi, this is Kia, also known as Booty Bear on Twitter. I said that I would share my strength training that I've been doing for any of the pregnant moms out there that are curious. Once more, I'm not a health expert or a fitness expert, and this is just my own training that I do. My weight background is that I was a Division I athlete in college. I threw the javelin and I ran sprints for track, and I played soccer, so I know my way around a weight room pretty good. So I feel comfortable with this. If you guys don't already have some sort of background like that, I suggest you talk to your doctor or midwife and you get clearance first and then work with a trainer, or if you know somebody that knows their way around a weight room that can help you with basic body mechanics. But this is what I do to strength train. So in my home arsenal that I had before I got pregnant, I had a set of 10-pound weights, little 5-pound plates, and my little 15-pounder here. And yeah, it was just a matter of picking up and basically going for it. And one thing that I learned really quickly, your recovery time in between sets is going to have to be extended, because I've been getting so winded compared to before I got pregnant. So for my basic full body routine, I generally do a full body one because I don't do that extensive of anything. I start off with my squats, and I have my feet generally you want them hip-width distance apart so you have really good alignment, but because we have this belly bump here, I go a little bit of a wider stance, and I actually put my toes outward a little bit, almost like a V coming here for this. And so you just got to watch yourself in your squats when you go down, because you can put a little bit more pressure on the outside of your knees, and you have your meniscus there and your medial ligaments and everything, so just be careful of that. So for me, it's just a matter of going down, coming back up, keeping it slow. I do 3 sets of 15 of those, and one of the things that you want to keep an eye out about is that we have these different curves in our spine, and we have our lower lordosis. So as pregnant women, we have our belly popping out over here. So what do we want to do? We want to pop the booty out. And this isn't really good, so you really want to kind of tuck your pelvis a little bit, and what this does is it lengthens your back and actually makes a lot more room for baby up here in front. So you kind of want to hold that stance as you're going down and up for your squats. Next up, I attack my lunges, and while the squats really work your quads, the lunges are going to work your hamstrings, so you really want to work some of the stuff in pairs if you can. So once again, I use my trusty 10-pounders here. Just get a nice position, supporting on your shoulders, and this one I do have my feet hip-width distance apart, and I take a comfortable step forward, and I go down, and I come back up to my standing position. Now, the lunges are really hard for me to figure out, because as we're getting ready to have baby, everything in our pelvic girdle is changing. So our bones are shifting, the ligaments becoming a little bit more stretched. So I wasn't really sure my comfort point was, and for some people, your comfort point might just be a really short step. You know, don't go too far. And one of the things I've heard about lunges is I guess women really start losing their balance pretty bad in the 3rd trimester. So have a chair nearby. If weights don't feel comfortable, just do them on a chair. I teach yoga still, and I figure that's the only reason I still have my balance. So it really isn't that big of a deal for me. But for you, if you feel like you're unsure about any of this at all, use a chair for your lunges or for your squats. So since I'm really not a huge fan of doing lunges just because I'm lazy, I probably do about 2 sets of 20, so that works like 10 at each leg within the set. And there are those of us that get the cramps in our leg at night. I've only had that happen one time. So you might want to watch it if you want to do any of the calf raises or not. I do, it's no problem though. So I just go to a wall, and I have like both hands like basically in front of me in the wall like this. And I just like raise myself up 2 feet or 1 foot, and then just make sure I give myself time to stretch in between sets. And I'll do like maybe 3 or 12 of those. So that's it for my lower body, really. Like I said, I'm not doing anything too major. For my upper body, it would be easy just to stand here and do all kinds of stuff, but just by doing this kind of motion on a press, I can already feel that I'm going to want to use my abdominals. So I take it to a seated position. So I'm going to use my exercise ball for that. And just get in a nice comfortable stance. La 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 la. And you just want to make sure that you're supporting yourself with your feet so you have a nice anchor in front of you. For me, I just get the 10-pound weights. I once again tuck the pelvis because it's so easy to want to pop that booty out, especially with the big belly. and just slowly go up and down. And what you're doing by doing these slow movements, you're actually doing resistance training. It's so easy to kind of go on and be like, struggle, get up, and just like let it fall down. And you're not getting the full benefit of the actual entire range of motion you're doing. So just go slow and steady up and down. And for this, I do about like 3 sets of 12. After I do the press, then I'm going to go into, 3 of 12. Yeah, even with sitting down, I cannot believe the recovery time I'm going to need. So after that, I'm going to go into my overhead presses, my overhead triceps. So I use my 15-pounder. I get a nice firm grip on it, and I have my elbows pointing forward, and just lift. 2 hands. So this one I'll probably do about like 3 of 15. And those are some nice good sets for me. And that's really it that I do with my upper body. If I was doing a whole body workout, I would probably, at this point, jump on my abs. But yeah, that's not really going to happen. Beautiful thing about our bodies, though, is that we have these agnostic, antagonistic pairs and everything. So while we think our core really just comes from here, we also have a lot of core going on here in our back. So I'm just going to do a basic yoga move, really, and go into a plank position and just hold it for a while. And do whatever feels good there. And that's really my strength training workout. And I do teach prenatal yoga. I am certified. But whenever I just do a video at home, this is the video I use. Gaiam's Prenatal Yoga by Shiva Ray. So, yeah, that's me and some of my home workout stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm just putting this out there because people have been giving me a lot of accolades for my health and fitness. And I've talked about my strength training, but I haven't actually shared it. So if this helps anyone out, awesome. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you're like, you're an idiot, then go ahead. Go to another blog. Anyway, I hope everybody in their pregnancy is doing well and being healthy and being fit, because it's just going to make it easier after we have our kids, from what I hear. See ya.